Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday evening. Just going to wait for more to get on. Thank you for joining me. Yes, welcome. Have you had a good week? It's been a trying week. It's been a trying with the passing of Chadwick Boseman. It's been a trying week, but we're here. Just going to give people a little bit more time to get on and then get right into it. Building versus renting, what that looks like, okay, what that's all about, some helpful tips. All right. So, one thing I can tell you about um, Ghana when it comes to renting, and this was the thing that I found kind of interesting, is that you're going to need a realtor even to rent, even to find a place to rent. And I thought that that was something that was very different, interesting. So basically, how it goes is you find a realtor and you go on a platform, Tone to Tone, and then I think the other one. Let me look at my notes. I think it's OLX. Yes, OLX. And you go on those platforms and you're looking for a realtor there. And then they take you to the places that you want to see. And that's what I thought. It's like, wow, that's really interesting. But it's for a fee. It's not very much to me, but it is a fee of about maybe 50 to 70 CDs when they take you around to a couple of places to see them. Now this is to rent. So I think that's something that's, to me, that's a different way of doing it. And having the I've heard both ways. I've heard some people complain about the realtor. I know our good friend, he just moved into his new place in Accra. But I know, knowing him, mm-mm, he probably he avoided that altogether because he doesn't like any fees. But I don't think it's a big fee to pay 50 to 70 CDs. But I hear that the executive realtors charge upwards of maybe 100 or so. So that's something to think about. But so when you're renting in Ghana, it looks different, much different from in the U.S. I happen to reside in the U.S. right now, and how it's done is, so you find a realtor, and that realtor takes you around to some places, and you kind of get to see if you like these places, and then if you like the place, you make a deposit, but it's not month to month. In the US, we're used to month rent, month to month mortgage. We're used to month. There, it is not month to month. You'll pay you'll pay for the year, and or you'll pay for 2 years. And so I remember my friend who just moved to his new place in Accra, he had to pay for 2 years rent. And so what that looks like, but it all kind of works out well because you have, say, for instance, you find a place that's 293 USD a month. Okay, so that's about 1,700 CDs. So for the year, you are, if the landlord asks you for a year's advance rent, you're going to be out of about $3,500. If the landlord says, I want 2 years rent in advance, you're going to be out of 7,000 or so. So there's some pros and cons. The only con about that is if you want to move to another location, then you've paid for your rent in advance. So that makes it, to me, that's the only con. I see it as a pro because you have your rent out of the way. So I think that's kind of a good thing. So if you wish to rent, that's how it's done. You're going to need a realtor to do it. That's how it's done in Ghana. And so you can find affordable places even in Accra. It's just you have to know the different areas. Like you have Kasawa, Dodowa. I'm trying to pronounce because it's uh, these are areas that are not. I don't want to say central because I don't really know that well the landscape, but I know you can find some good deals, even purchasing land in Dodowa and those places that I mentioned. Pokwasi, that's another one. So you can find very good land deals depending on what you wish to spend. So, yes, you're going to need an agent. Now, if you want to purchase land, and that's my dream is to one day purchase land in Ghana. Accra is very expensive. Now, I know I just said that you can find land in Accra. You can find rentals that are affordable. Yes, you can. Really, anywhere you can find, but you will look to find it. The places that I would search that I would like to live would be Cape Coast. Cape Coast is more affordable, and I say you get more bang for your buck. And I don't need to be in Accra. I like to visit Accra. It's very busy. It's on point with restaurants and all wonderful places that you can go to. But I don't have to be in Accra to live. So Cape Coast, you can find land. And when I say land, say you're buying like the acres or the acreage. So I've heard as low as 0.25 acres for $2,000. That's not a huge plot, but it's a nice start for 2,000. So what a lot of people do, they'll buy more, they'll buy multiple. And that's how they'll do it. Maybe they'll buy a plot and a half or more like that. So then you'll pay more money. So that's the first part. You purchase the land. Now I have another video where I discuss fully like tips what to do before you purchase the land. So I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to give more so tips talking about where to purchase the land at, what's to me, what's affordable, the cost, and so forth. So Cape Coast was the first one, and Cape Coast is about a 2-hour drive from Accra, so it's very close. Still, it's not, well, not very close, but it's a 2 hours drive, so it's not too bad. Um, it just depends on the traffic. You do want to, they do have a lot of traffic in Accra and then leaving Accra. When you're coming back, there is a lot of traffic. So yeah, so Cape Coast has about maybe 170,000 people there, and it's in the central region of Ghana. And I just find it very charming and very peaceful, and it's very beautiful. Very, it's changed so much from when I first traveled to Ghana in 2010. It's wow, just overall, Ghana has just exploded in development since 2010. And of course, I've traveled back and forth, but just to see the growth, it's just amazing. I'm just like, yes, Ghana. But can you tell I'm biased? But it's a good favorite country. I just say my favorite continent is Africa, and I can say that because it's good. I love it. It's my favorite. It's the best continent. So the next place is Takoradi, and Takoradi has about 500,000 people. Okay, and it's also in the western region. And so for that same, I guess you would say, acreage of like uh, 0.25 acres of land, 2,000 is what it starts, maybe from 2,000 to 2,500. And you know what is negotiable? It's always negotiable. Hi, Kwame. Aquaba. Aquaba. So that particular is always negotiable. That's another thing I love about um, the Africa as a continent. It's negotiable. Everything is negotiable. Okay, you can get it there, and it's good. I love to go to the markets and negotiate and haggle. But anyways, that's something else. So Takrati 2,000, and that's USD, to about 2,500 starting. Next, now my favorite region, and I hope my husband will agree with me, is Volta region. Now, I've I've gone to Volta region. I haven't spent so much time in Volta region, but I really love Volta region because it's so beautiful. Nature, you see nature, um, and it's huge. You have, I believe, about 2 million people in this region. However, they've only used up 10% of the land. That's a huge place. Ghana's huge. It's a massive, massive country. So I haven't even though I've traveled there since 2010, I still feel it's so much more to see. I've been, Kumasi and Bolga and from the north to the south, east, west, but it's still I never grow tired of it. It's so much to see. But Volta region, oh, $1,000, the proper, because for one reason, it's so much land, I would imagine, and it's in nature, and it's probably a lot of virgin land where you have to come in, and I don't care about that. I just like, my gosh, it's the greenery, the beauty. It's for me. Yes, please. It's for me. So Volta region, to build. And when I'm saying these prices, this is just to purchase your land. If you want like more information, I have my other video that tells you more of the steps to how do you go about once you purchase the land, and how to go about doing that step for step, because there's some certain things that you need to do as you're purchasing land. And say maybe if you don't want to purchase land, you can get a real estate agent and you could buy a home. But it's just so creative, I think, to be able to go and build your dream home. I mean, that's like such a awesome thing for me to do. That's what I desire to do, and to just be Hey, just be in Ghana, living it up. Okay, I do. That's what I want. So the next place is Kumasi, and it's Kumasi is busy, busy capital city in the Ashanti region, and it has its own airport. So if you buy land there, which you can find some good deals in Kumasi also. It's low, probably that range of $2,000, and to purchase the land. And so, but it's far from Accra. You more than likely you would want to take a flight, which is not that much money. I know the last from Accra to Bolga, I only paid round trip maybe $50. It was very affordable, very 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 affordable. So I would highly recommend. You can get around. You don't have to drive if you don't want to drive. Hey, you just fly and head on into Accra. But yes, so basically, renting is a good idea for me. I think for us to start the move there, because for one thing, you're able to come in, enjoy, um, have your little place, and build. That's kind of how I'm thinking. Return, maybe rent for a while, um, rent near where you want to build. That's really how I'm thinking, because as you're building, you are going to have to manage that. It's not going to be just like here, you would have to manage it in the States, but even more so there, because you need to connect and really tell what you want, what you don't want, and really be on top of it. But that's for another day. But I hope that this has been helpful. I know that someone was asking me about shipping in the chat, and the thing about shipping, um, excuse me, they were asking me about shipping items, and you have to get a container, but I would kind of caution, say not to take so much if you don't need it, like furniture. You can get furniture there, you can get electronics there. I can't imagine anything that I would really want to take, because I have to tell you this: when you do ship, especially like your vehicles, your cars, and that type of thing, ooh, the tax is going to be so much, and that's a whole other that's a different video. I'm not going to go. I can. So my husband is like, don't go into that one just yet. You have to pay tax to get your car out at the other end. So you're talking about an expense. And not all cars, if your car is old, it's not it's not gonna go. It's I don't even think you can bring it. I don't really know the cutoff for the years and so forth. Maybe some of you know, but I don't know what the cutoff is. But I don't think I would want to ship items to Ghana. I can't think of anything that I would want to ship there. Um, Furniture you can buy, beautiful furniture. As a matter of fact, when I'm there, I'm always looking at the beautiful, like, hand carved wooden, like, chairs and sofas, and I mean, uh-uh. I would just have to make my home just Afro Afrocentric as possible. I mean, that would just be for me. I don't think I would want to bring anything with me. Everything I could get, even if it were not Ghana, even if I were going to another African country, I would not bring so much. I don't know what I would need to bring. I'm not in. Oh, you hear my dog? I don't know. I just wouldn't bring anything. That's just an expense that you can avoid, because when you have to collect those things at the port and you pay taxes, heavy, heavy taxes on there, you're not going to want to. You're going to probably sell them to keep it. And yeah, so shipping is it's very expensive. Um, I'm having some product come now from Ghana. Hopefully, I'll get it in about 2 to 3 more weeks, because it's the airports opened up last week. So yeah, that was a good sign. That means that the country's getting ready to open again. So I'm super happy about that. But no, mm-mm, I would not. I would not ship items from here, because appliances, they're not going to. You have to get some type of I don't know what it is, but you have to get something to kind of to make it work. I don't know what my husband calls it, but for our laptops, we bring it. But you have to have that, and I don't know that it's appliances there. Everything that you need is there. So when you go, truthfully, especially for Ghana, just take your clothing if you want to. It's up to you. Because truthfully, when I travel, I pack very light, and I'm because I know I'm bringing a lot of good stuff back, and maybe take some things for friends that want maybe things that we have here, but for the most part, nope. Uh-uh. I just I when I go, I travel so light, and that's the truth. So I'm not the person to say shipping stuff. But yeah, we were talking about renting versus building. And I just thought that those two topics kind of fit together, because it's a lot of question about it. Like, well, what to do this, nothing like this. Like I said earlier, when you rent, you're going to need to get a realtor. When you If you buy a home there, of course you need someone selling the real estate. To buy land, you can also have a realtor for that, but a lot of the times it, it's not like that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Building versus renting. I want to experience both very very soon. Hopefully I will be able to return very soon. Thank you. It's actually, thank you for that. Defend the truth. It should be my dress. My husband have a shirt like this, so I had to put this up tonight. So I have some more of this, and I'm probably gonna not probably when I go back, I'm gonna take it back, and it's this lady that I go to that makes my clothes, and I'm gonna have her do me a dress, and of course my wrap and so forth when I go back. Because yes, of course, that's why I say it's no need for you to take anything really. You have everything made. I mean, I love it when I when I go. I just have my outfits done, and oh, I'm just feeling right. Just feeling so good in the sunshine of Ghana. And yeah, really, like I say, any of the African countries. We just, as Black people now, this is our time to visit, to experience, to connect. I think, especially for African Americans, we need to go and visit, because what are you waiting for when you go? I mean, people, when we go, they always ask, "Where? How come no one is coming?" And it's like, it's expensive. It's expensive to travel, but the most expensive thing is your plane ticket. That's the most expensive thing. It's not expensive to eat. It's not expensive to lodge. Now, I will tell you this. It depends on, I always say this, it depends on what type of experience you want to have. Do you wish to have an American experience, or do you wish to have a local experience? Let me see. Good news. Ah, thank you. Look, I can't wait to be back. Oh, I love it so much. You know, I've been telling people, like, since we first went, we were so blessed to go in 2010, and we were able to take our kids. Hey, the airport will be open next week. You know what? I actually think, for traveling, defend the truth with love. Thank you. So the airport is going to be open next week for traveling. Oh my gosh, you guys don't know. If you, I don't know um, how many are Ghanaian on here right now, or U.S., but I'm telling you, you have to go. It's, the continent of Africa. It's the bomb. At this point, God has blessed me to travel to, um, what did I say? I think it's 15 countries, and so, an different vibe, a different culture, but we're one. It's just like that delicious dish that has all that good ingredients. And when you taste, it's like it's one. You're one. So I would just say, you really look, when the borders open, go. Make sure you have your passport. Get your passport so that you will be able to go right away. Don't let that passport lapse. That's why I can say, "Boo, we're out of here," because I keep that passport ready. You have to stay ready with your passport. I'm not kidding. Get your passport if you don't have it. This may not be for anybody that's on the live right now, but someone who will listen afterwards, get your passport ready. Oh, okay. Can check from Ghana Web. Okay, yes. Okay, I will do. I think I know about Ghana Web. Yes. Okay, so listen. Next week, I've talked my husband into coming on with me. We want to discuss business, exploring business opportunities. Okay. So if that's something that you want to know more about, come back, go ahead and subscribe, so that when you send it out, I think it comes to you. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe. Um, I'm trying to get more subscribers so I can use my cell phone when I go to Ghana to go live, to show you, like, on the ground. There's so much to see, there's so much to do. I mean, I just love it. They could make me the ambassador, the ambassador for Ghana. Okay. Okay, the US ambassador, because I can tell you, I can guarantee, when you go, you're not going to want to come back, because I know every time I go, I'm like, I don't want to come back. one day I will stay. I'll be able to stay. Okay. So I will see you next week. Until then, stay blessed, be well, practice self care, and spread lots of love because right now we need lots of love. Okay. So I'll see you next time. Until then, God bless you. Love you so much. Thank you for coming. Bye.